Hello, everyone. My name is Pam Nakpil, and this is the Moving Truth with Pam. For today, I have my guest, and I'd like for him to introduce himself to you, please.
Yeah, so my name is Manish Bhadwal. I am hailing from the foothills of majestic Himalayas in India.
Wow.
That's where I developed a love for valleys and mountains. Professionally, I had a background in training and development.
Okay.
I am having two master degrees. So I was working and guiding students, and then eventually got an opportunity to serve as a general manager for a top management institute.
And that was in India, right?
That was
okay.
in India. Currently, I am heading a training and development wing of CNB, which is Construction Association of New Brunswick, Moncton, and I thereby am serving to improve the skills of the construction workforce in the maritime region.
Which we need really, really.
We do need
very
yeah,
much
we
here.
just recently we had a workforce summit, and we were all talking about this, how the workforce is required in the construction industry. But apart from this profession, I am also active in community initiatives. At the moment, I'm serving as a member of boards of Mountain Head Start and Future Horizon.
That's so great.
So
okay.
Trying to
Let's delve on all the things you're doing shortly,
right.
but before that, before we go into the before Canada, are you married? Do you have a wife?
Yes.
Kids?
I was married before moving here.
Okay.
So I took a leap and moved here, and then my wife joined me 8 months after I moved here.
So you moved here first.
I moved here first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now before the move, let's talk about that.
Yes.
You said you were heading a training team back home.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had a great career. Okay, so why suddenly decide you wanted to move to Canada? I know you have the Himalayas, so it's a little bit cold probably where you're from. Okay, so what made you decide to move?
So the decision to come here was a mix of both career aspirations and destiny, I would say. I can't miss that point. And the challenges we all had to face during the pandemic was again a push factor. And I always want to grow out of my comfort zone. As they say, life is all about dynamism. So I want to be a dynamic. So I took the chance. I always have a desire to go out of the borders.
Okay.
And all these conditions inspire me to take a chance to come here.
So you moved in 2022.
I moved in, the day I landed was 22nd August of 2022.
Okay, and this was post-pandemic in a way.
This was post-pandemic.
So one of the decisions was really because of what was happening in India during the pandemic?
Yes, during the pandemic, because of I was mainly working in training and development. As I mentioned, I was heading an institute there. But the COVID shuts everything, and we could not went to online as per expectations, so things changed. And also when I was talking to my friends, so they said, okay, you may have an opportunity here. I said, okay, I'll give it a shot, and my application was accepted, and I just came.
Okay, when you say application was accepted, you came in as
I came as a student in Crandall as a Master of Management.
So this was your second masteral degree?
Yes, I had a master's in sociology back home, and this is my second master's.
So very well educated. Was it hard for you to suddenly say, hey, I'm going to study again. I'm going to most likely start from scratch there again. It's a different country, right?
Yes.
So was that not something that, in a way, stopped you from exploring
this? That, in a way, inspired me.
Oh, more of inspired.
As I said, like, to be a good educator, you have to be a good student first.
True.
And I always have a desire to explore world outside the nation, our own nation. So, and I know that if I need to progress and make my career in any good country, I have to study their way of doing the things. And I thought, okay, studying what the management thing is the right way to do. So I invested some money and time there, but yeah, that was very thought of and well planned. Yeah.
Okay. And when you say investment of money, it's not cheap to study.
No, not at all.
Okay. So
That's a,
what did you have to prepare for? Because as you said, we were coming from a pandemic. You know, uh, jobs were different now. I mean,
yes.
you were training in person, then it became online, which just wasn't too
Yeah. Yeah.
great. Okay. So how did you prepare the finances? Because it's quite a lot of money to study here.
So yes, I had my savings during the for the during which I have saved during good times. Apart from that, my family, my parents helped me to move here.
It-
So yeah,
I think one of the things I really wanted to draw out from you was that family is very important in
it
moving,
is.
right?
They
To
were part
support.
of the decision itself.
Oh.
Like yeah, if they were not supportive or even emotionally, mentally, apart from financially, it was very hard to come on your own and took that kind of leap. So yeah,
But they
par-
did they not say, like, our family was like, what are you doing? You are good here.
Yeah.
We moved pre-pandemic, so we didn't even factor that in. But like, you were good here. Why are you going to another
So,
place?
one of the good thing which my family is always uh, ask us to do is to they never stopped us from exploring our and chasing new horizons.
Okay.
So they were very supportive in that way. And once when I discussed the things with them at length, okay, if I do this, that could happen on a positive note. If did not happen, that may other things could happen. But then my father said, okay, if you really want to give it a shot, so go ahead and try your luck and just try to give your best and trust the destiny. It would work best. So
And
it would
seems
work
like
better.
Destiny's doing its best to get you.
Yes, yes. It comes with persistence and obviously a lot of hard work and sometimes very good networking. And yeah, but I can't deny the fact that things really worked in my favor.
Yeah. So coming here, how long did it take you to apply as a student, get your papers in? How long did the process take for you?
It's a pretty much year long,
Okay.
even more than that. Like you take like 3 4 months even to decide. When someone plant the thought in your mind, you think, okay, should I, should not, and then okay, what if that happened? What if this happened? You do a thorough research and weigh
okay.
all options. It took me 3 4 months just to decide. Okay, this is what let's give it a try then. So once decided, so as you know, the IRCC, the process is you apply for the application, the college, you deal with the college, and then
Yes.
after that you deal with IRCC.
IRCC, okay.
So it took pretty much close to like 1.5 years to finally land.
Do the back
land
and
here.
forth, yeah?
Back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know a lot of people from India in Toronto, somewhere else, BC. Why Moncton? Why New
Why
Brunswick?
Moncton? Really good question, but it was unlike big city. I have been living in big city because if I talk back home, I had a while growing up, I had a chance to live in various regions of India due to my father's military profession.
Oh.
And that gave me chance to learn about the diverse and rich cultures, food and etiquettes of India. That I would say that contributed a lot to develop my outlook, my
Okay.
attitude and career. So yeah, so that was there. I was living in capital for my studies, so I was always having like I want to live near the ocean
Oh,
and
okay.
in a city where I feel more connected with the people. So
Not too big.
Not too big. Not too big.
Because India has a lot of big
India has
cities.
a lot. I have
Delhi
been
is.
through a lot of population.
Oh my gosh.
So, so that was my thing. And then when I researched here, Moncton is one of the fastest growing cities in
It is.
Canada, and I thought it's better to become part of their development journey,
True.
and then to go in a well developed
Yeah.
city and then start from there. So yeah, this and plus favorable immigration policies of the province
For the Maritimes, right?
for the
Yeah.
Maritimes was further one of the main
Did you know anybody
factor.
from here when you were researching about Moncton?
Not really, not really. I was researching, but I happened to talk to some of the people from the online medium,
Okay, okay.
and somehow I connect with a friend who became friend. I was not knowing him, but who became friend, and now, and then I talked to him about the city. But this is a internet world, so you pretty much know everything before
Research.
landing here.
I
So
know. But still, like, before you landed, was your wife wanting to move as well? Like, some people don't see
yeah.
eye to eye about moving.
So that was, as I said, that was very well thought of decision. We had an understanding. Okay, I will go there if I find okay, we can adjust here and we can actually call it our home. So you should come. If not, then I'll finish my studies and I'll come back.
Go back.
So we took that. That was the decision we had to make because I want to settle here first before calling her,
And
and
saying,
you
okay,
know,
come here.
starting from scratch. So and building and having your own apartment. It all things take time. So I don't want her to hustle on the ground. So
Yeah.
that's why I said you live comfortably there. So when I establish myself, so I'll invite you.
Call.
So, yeah,
Okay.
I call. We were in constant touch, but yeah, but she is very supportive. She has been
That's great.
supportive throughout the journey. So
Okay, so she wasn't hesitant to move. Okay, so did you find accommodation fast? Because I've heard of some people not finding
yeah.
their places fast.
So I came here in 2022. That time accommodation
Yeah.
finding accommodation, it was becoming tough,
Harder.
but not the way it is today.
Oh my goodness,
So
yeah.
I was accommodated by my friends. That's Gurdeep Singh and Mankush. They became my friend. They just extended their help to me.
Oh, wow.
So I lived with them like for good 8 months.
Wow.
And that time I established myself, and then I rented an apartment before my
In
wife
time
joined me.
for your wife,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So was it easy? Because, you know, as students, you can also work, right?
The good thing with us is we were fortunate enough because when we came here, when students in my cohort came here, the government extended uplift the work hour restriction on the students and allowed us to work full time.
But wasn't it hard? Like you're studying a master's course again,
Yeah.
and then you're working full time. How difficult was it to
Well,
manage that?
it was really difficult, but here the good thing is the employers put real good emphasis on work life balance. So you work 40 hours a week and you still have enough time to devote to studies and prepare for the assignments. That time was tough, but it's worth all to put those efforts because nowadays, as you know, people are struggling to get an opportunity. That time we are having an opportunity, so won't let it go. Just
Yeah,
managed and
yeah.
worked hard.
So you, and plus you were alone. You know, you
I
did
was alone. Yeah.
just focus on the things
Just
you
focus
needed
on
to
it.
do.
Yes,
Okay.
I
So
did.
after now graduation, your wife's here. How was settling down for you? Did you immediately find the job you wanted, like the job you have now?
So again, I was fortunate to find the job in my field without much hassle.
Wow.
I joined as a training coordinator with CNB on contractual basis
Okay.
for a particular program. But then I remained persistent. I achieved a growth and maintained growth, and thereby finding a way for a permanent employment there. And thereby, it happens in all 2 years. I got promotion after promotion to become the head of the department. So
Wow.
things worked pretty well, but I would say I was very persistent. I worked hard. I gave everything what I have. So yeah.
And you weren't afraid to do a contractual job. I think some people just want to be permanent immediately, right? So,
So I took a chance. Again, I took a chance that because I know I can perform best in my own field rather
Yeah.
than starting from a field which I don't
Different,
know.
right?
But it is good to learn. I'm not denying that those people do that. Hats off to them. But I got this opportunity. I said, okay, If it works, it fine. If won't, I'll
Then you
find other
can,
jobs.
yeah.
But again, I would say I just focused on to give my best, and I didn't thought, okay, how it turned be. If it is a contract, so what I will get experience.
Yeah.
So that way, I
That's
thought this way and then moved.
that's a great attitude, huh?
Yeah.
And how about your wife? Did she find something work immediately?
Uh, she found her job. Well, she got three offers at the same point.
Wow. Okay.
Like because she is really good in studies and she has a good hold on accountings. She got, and by the time I had some connections to get her interviewed, but she did not pick those connection. She got a job on her own from the online resources. She was interviewed by
Wow.
them, and they just selected her.
You're you're talking like it seems to be so easy. It seemed easy for you, but were there not any challenges that you
Yes.
encountered? Like, did you feel like somehow you were not being part of a community? Was there ever an instance that you felt like you're different, kind of thing?
So I won't deny that I had my moments of ups and lows, and there was a moment when I was thinking, is it a right decision or not? But we decided we are gonna give 2 years, and
Okay.
we are gonna give our best. We don't expect returns. So I acted in that way without much expectation. I just came. I was not having big expectations. So whatever I got, I gave my
Yeah.
100% to that. That was number one attitude I adopted. And the second thing I always say, as much as we want to be welcomed by Canadian society, we should also be open enough to embrace them and respect their society and try to be part of their society. So I acted in that way. I took my the every opportunity to build connections through work, through social initiatives.
Yeah.
So that keep me engaged and focused.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah, but one thing which worries me till day is like I'm away from my parents and my siblings. That's a constant factor that sometimes I just feel bad about the situation. Other than that, I think the experience, the growth, and I have experienced both personal and professional spheres. I
That's
think it's all
good.
worth it.
That's good.
And change come with challenges, so kind of
Always,
I have
always,
accepted kind of.
always. So I was going to ask you, what do you miss most about your birth country? What is it that you like want most?
Yes, so as I just mentioned, like I miss my parents and my siblings a lot. So that is something I want to invite them. I want to visit my parents too often. So that is the only thing which I miss. Of course, in your home country, you have a very good network, deep cultural connections.
Yes.
Here, you have to restart everything, start building your connections.
But the Indian
And
community is growing. Are you
yes,
now feeling that there's community for you here?
yes, very much the community. But as I said, India is a diverse country, so we don't have a same culture from north to
I
south.
know, I know.
But the very fact we belong to a same nation, that obviously connects us to them. So
I know
yeah.
even the food, the dances,
Yeah.
they're very different,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And you were saying even marriage culture is
Cultures are
a
different.
little bit
Yeah, a
different for
little
each country.
A little bit
Okay.
different.
So you're do you have brothers and sisters?
I do. I'm youngest of my all siblings. I have a elder daughter, sorry, sister, and then brother.
Okay. Have they never said, "Okay, I want to live in Canada too"?
Uh, they were like established there. My sister is a politician, so she is very much happy there.
Oh,
They
she's
want to come here to
Visit.
visit, to explore, to be with me sometime. Maybe their kids may come here for studies and then
Okay.
eventually part of the society. So, but they want to come here to visit, to see, to meet,
Yeah.
but they don't have they don't have in mind like to
To
settle
settle
here.
here.
Yeah, not yet
How
as of
about your
now.
wife's family? Did they even
Uh,
say?
my wife's family, her brother is in UK. He's studying there, and we are here. And she has a youngest sibling, a sister, who's living with the parents. Uh, so once we, as we have decided by consulting everyone, so but you know they're not happy because we are not together.
I
That's a
know.
persistent thing. But apart from them, they are happy for us. So
I know. I
yeah.
mean, family will always be happy for you. And
Yeah.
you know, when they visit and they see you settled, I
Yeah.
think that's gonna be
Yeah, they're happy to
something.
see us happy and settled.
Yeah.
So that's
So, you know, it's what were the things? Did you face any other challenges integrating into society here? Did you, and any cultural
yeah,
differences that
yeah,
was so different
yeah.
that it made you like think, what am I doing here?
So yeah, yes, of course, there is challenges here, and there is sort of contrast in culture where I came from and where I am at the moment. So I had to rebuild, realign, to adapt a new culture, and harsh winter
Oh,
is a challenge definitely. But as I said, I came with no expectation but to be part of the society. And yes, food is different,
you
weather is
miss food?
different, and but the people are really welcoming, and I'm pleased by the fact. Like I always said to my friends, and I always thank them. Thanks, guys, for being so accommodating, for being so nice, and yeah, that made our
Difference.
journey a little different and easy. I have been surrounded by maybe right peoples,
That's great. That's
and
great.
but not to say I haven't seen uh, the worst days. I did, but I know that like you change come with challenges and you have to overcome. I walked in the snow during the
Oh
storm.
yeah,
That was like but that was kind of a fun for me too, like
because you never
I so
experienced
I
it
mean
before.
this is Canada. Like you
Yeah,
know, I have a friend and colleague who works with me whenever we have a harsh winter, and he said, "Welcome to Canada." So this is
exactly.
it. This is what this country should be.
This is
So
it. This is
this
it.
is it. So
So last question for you,
yeah,
Manish. Would you do it over again?
absolutely,
And what
absolutely.
advice would you give to people wanting to go? So would you do it again, and what advice?
Yes, absolutely. I do it again. Probably the only change which I do is I probably, if I given the chance again, I would have come here before, maybe 5 6 years before.
Okay, so you
So
should
that's
have
one
done
thing.
it earlier.
Should have done it earlier. But other than that, things worked out well for me. To coming to the advice to the people who are planning to come
Yeah,
here
yeah.
or who have just landed here. So, so I would like to say in this way, like migration is not just a physical process. It's not just a change of address. It's a change. It's a transition in everything. It's a
Mindset, right?
transition from culture to career. It's transition in your both personal and professional realms. So do your thorough research first and prepare your mind first. You want to come here because that preparation, I would stress this again, that preparation will prepare you mentally to the things which you are going to have here, to the challenges which you are going to have here, and you won't be surprised.
Yeah.
Rather than you are prepared. So I would say do thorough research, but once you decide to come here, embrace the society, be open to change in your culture, be open to embrace the society, be open to become part of the society. So this and those who are already here, and the good thing is there are many associations and organizations
Who
that
can
help
help?
you in the
Yeah.
transitions. Go meet them, connect with the mentors, take their advice. And lastly, I would say persistence and patient. Things take time. Things take
Very
time.
good advice. Research, persistence.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Manish, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
with
for
that,
having me.
thank you so much. And with that, we'll see you at the next Moving Truth with Pam. Bye for now.